not a dress.
I now have a shirt, not a dress.
Yeah, that's not a dress anymore.
Well, fuck, that's why I told you to do it!
Hey guys, welcome back to Scream Queen Stream. We're your hosts. I'm Jessica Cameron.
And I'm Heather Dorff.
And you probably know our favorite redhead, the best ginger in all of Los Angeles, California, Miss Danny Inks.
They say that to all the redheads.
We don't have many redhead friends.
But you have a few.
I do.
And you say it to everyone.
Well, maybe not all of them. We also have super duper special guest, Clark.
I love him. He's being Superman.
Mm-hmm. He is. So today, what are we going to do, Heather Dorff?
We're going to make t-shirts into something else. I don't know.
Super fun.
Yeah.
We're making t-shirts into other t-shirts.
So if you're like us, you get a lot of really awesome graphic t-shirts. And thank you guys, everyone who sent them. This actually comes from Terry Smith. And we love these shirts, but they're a little bit oversized. The problem also being that the smaller size of genre shirts typically, in my opinion, don't fit well either. So I'd rather have the bigger size and then you have more stuff to play with than less fabric that doesn't fit right, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Danny has done this before. Heather and I have not.
I'm not good at it. I just have done it before. So I'm not like an expert or anything.
And we have a book. Look at that. We have a
It's
book.
like the blind leading the blind. Jeremy Cruz got me this because he has lots of like band shirts, like old band shirts that he gave me to wear and cut up, and toe tag shirts, you know, that he wanted me to wear and cut up. And so he's like, I got you this. But meanwhile, a lot of these require sewing, and I don't know how to sew. So they're a little, I can't use them. But we're going to attempt to use them today, and Jess knows how to sew, so.
I do know how to sew. And I'm going to, you're going to discuss yours. I'm going to start with cutting mine, because I know what I'm doing.
Actually, I'm going to choose my own adventure. I'm going to go against the book, because I didn't see one I particularly loved in the book.
Yeah, we can wing it, too. Like, it's not an issue.
So
I'm just starting by cutting
we're all winging it. I think we're all going to wing it.
So we're saying fuck the book? I totally am. I mean, like, whatever.
Sorry, Jeremy Cruz, fuck the book.
Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tank out of it. And then I'm going to cut a V-neck into, I guess, the back and the front. And then, I don't know, something with the bottom. Either cut it off.
Something with the bottom.
Yeah. The only thing I'm worried about is it's so wide it might look weird. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can make it one of those, like, wider shirts if you cut a lot of it off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Almost like one of those,
like a boyfriend kind of
like
cut,
a jersey
like
shirt or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you make it look a wider
benefit is, remember, these are stretchy, right? Like, it's t-shirt fabric, which is what's so great because you get so much give. So what I am doing, I'll show you in a second, but I'll tell you first, I am cutting horizontal stripes along where the side seams would be, approximately 1.25 inches apart. And then I'm going to cut them down the center.
Like 2 inches.
So I can, no, it's not.
That's like 2 inches.
I'll get a measuring tape. Remember, I used to do fashion design. This is my thing.
She's like, bitch, this is what I do. I told you I do nothing.
But why?
So I'm actually just, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to then center cut all these, but I'm doing this first because it's easy, and then I'm going to knot them. So I'm going to have like knots all up and down the side to make it like a fitted
so it'll
dress.
cinch it. However, if you want to tie yours on the side, you tying it up is going to cinch it.
Yeah, that's what I was
thinking. I don't know what I'm going to do with the sleeves. I haven't gotten there yet. I was just like, ooh, I don't want to affect this graphic because I think the graphic's really pretty.
Yeah,
and I'm such a huge Chucky and Tiffany fan that...
Are you making it into a dress, though?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about the t-shirts. Every t-shirt graphic is different, so you don't want to fuck up the graphic too much.
No.
Like for Heather, she's going to make hers into a V, and she's going to cut off a little bit of the graphic at the top, so you get some cleavage.
Right.
Because, you know, we can forgo this little bit of graphic to see some boobies.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Okay. I don't know if you can see this,
like
I've got like the vertical, the cuts done horizontally rather, and then I'm just going to center cut them, right? So once you get this part, that's like the hardest part, and you can mark it if you want. I used to do fashion design. I'm going to cut it here. And then that way, when you guys start cutting yours, I'm going to be tying these in knots up and down the side. So don't get me wrong, because I'm not measuring and I'm just guessing, I could totally put this on. It could be too big. I could have to do more. But you'll see. I don't think it's going to take that long. Like I said, I've never really done this before, but I've always kind of thought I could.
Well, I mean, you have a background in fashion.
I do. And I've done other t-shirt
So
mock-ups.
I would
like I've done a lot of
that you can do this.
Right, if I can't, this is going to be a problem.
If you can't, then like either it's been way too long or just you were never. Okay. I mean, you were never meant for fashion.
argue that.
So I'm
Like
saying,
everybody at the former company that shall not be mentioned due to litigation.
if you fuck this up, I'm just saying maybe you chose the right path to not go into fashion.
Well, and the other thing about this is if you do fuck up like a detailing or something, if you haven't damaged the graphic, you can always remove the graphic and like hand stitch it on something else.
Like I just bought a really cool vest that I'm gonna like, and I bought a bunch of patches that I'm gonna do, but I could also like take some like graphics from old t-shirts and stuff and put it on there. But most of my patches are all like unicorns and rainbows.
Kind of half tempted to do what she's doing, make a fucking dress out
You
of it.
could absolutely do that too. So you
Well,
guys could
but
be
maybe
twinsies.
let's work on Danny's and then maybe you can see how mine looks.
Yeah. Let's see what
You might not like it. The thing
Mine's
is,
gonna be
it's
super
a little bit
easy.
revealing.
I'm literally
So
just like
do it.
two
Yeah, you do it.
chops. Okay, so you hold the bean
I'll hold the bean.
because she's very needy right now.
We have one table.
Clark
Times
laughed
our
at
time.
me.
Okay, so my t-shirt is just like a basic. It's a Jack Daniels t-shirt that I got from work because Jack Daniels sponsors a lot of the events we do at my bar where I bartend.
She has a real job, and if
yeah, I
you're
have a-
ever in LA, you can go to the Rainbow, and she will make you a drink that will have you on the floor.
My two things that I love to do,
or like have you stealing laundry.
Yes.
three things I love to do in life is sing, act, and get people fucking drunk. So these are the jobs that I have in LA. So what I'm gonna do with this one, because it is not quite as big as theirs, this is a fitted tee. It's just, it's a girl tee, but it's just, it doesn't show my boobs. And if I'm bartending, that's part of my tips, man. So, tips and tips.
It's also part of
I
your
was
style.
thinking
Yeah,
about
right?
it.
And it's my thing. Like, since I got the boobs, I'm like, might as well show them. And I didn't buy them. They're just mine.
Yay. There's something most
They're
people in
just
LA can't say. I'm just saying.
I grew them myself, okay? But, yeah. But Jess asked me recently if I bought them, and I was like,
I did because I
She
swear they got
did.
bigger.
She was like,
I was like, I don't mean to be rude, but
no.
When you get
I was
older,
like, you would
especially
tell
when you're
me.
working out and
No.
stuff, it can help.
it totally can.
Yeah, and I've been working out like crazy, but I also gained some weight, so that helps too.
Well, everybody gains weight differently, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, apparently I gain weight in my titties. Who knew?
Lucky.
I do all midsection basically, so boobs and then my tummy and everything else. It's unfortunate.
It's so funny because it's one of the things with women. It's the grass is always greener, right? Like I'm like, I wish I would gain it in my stomach. I just gain it all over in my hips. But like again, I'm sure you're like, well, I wish I gained it somewhere else.
And my hips would be nice because then I would have hips.
See,
That'd be great.
grass is always greener. Yeah. If you're paying careful attention, I missed a tie and then I had to go back and undo some stuff, which is super fun.
Super fun.
Super fun.
Okay, so I
Like, I have one job.
quite frequently do this wrong, so it might be off center. I actually did this at the bar one night because I had a band come in. They were playing at my bar, and they said, "Hey, we'll give you a free T-shirt if you wear it while you're bartending tonight." But it was a T-shirt, and tips and tits and all that stuff. So, and it was hot as fuck in my bar. So I just on the spot, like, just chopped up my T-shirt to make it into a tank top really quick, so it showed my boobs. But the reason I really wanted this T-shirt is because the name of the band was Meat Banana. I mean, who doesn't want a shirt that says fucking Meat
What
Banana?
exactly
on
is
it,
it?
really?
But that's also kind of gross.
It's gross, and it was awesome. I was
means
like,
penis, basically.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
why,
guess
like,
you're
it's
right,
just
sorry.
like and I would have wanted the shirt if it just said penis across it. So that's
So
just.
mine is I'm like super special.
So I'm struggling.
I was actually thinking like
Sorry, my elbow's like
and
all in your
banana.
face. I'm like, I'm
No,
just
it literally
cutting.
means penis.
There you go. Sorry.
Meat
I'm not
banana.
Cool kids apparently.
Banana hammock means.
See, look at that. I'm already done one side. But I don't know if it'll fit. But I'm done a side.
Let me see.
But like keep in mind like too like when it's on, you're gonna have like that done a side. But again, I
Okay,
think
these scissors are not the best either.
they're not. But we work with what we have, Danny.
Yes, we do. Because
And I
Danny
said
was
to bring
stupid
scissors,
and
but-
forgot her scissors.
Somebody did not.
No, I forgot my scissors. Sorry. Actually,
fine.
and I told you my scissors probably suck anyway. So.
And I don't
Okay.
think they're the worst scissors.
No, they're not terrible.
I have like
they're
really
just
nice
not
shears
great.
somewhere. I just don't like to keep them out. Cause remember when I had like a psycho neighbor? I was like, if she breaks in, there can't
That
be
really,
anything sharp
those
to
really
grab.
nice shears though would have come in handy.
No, she
Just
actually,
saying.
that's how she got arrested because she was holding her sister hostage with her own
With scissors.
Cheers.
yeah to the throat.
It's fucking
Scissors
crazy.
or shears? Like gardening
Okay.
shears?
No. They call them shears,
So,
but they're scissors. Like,
I
they're
cut a V in it, and it'll go down to the back too, so that's fun. And now we're gonna cut the sleeves off. It's probably gonna look funny, but whatever. I don't care.
Just cut it.
I'm not
So
guaranteed.
Danny's is done. Danny she made
Yeah,
it super
I just
simple.
I made mine simple, and also mine was fitted too, so that helps. It was already fitted, so I just cut the neck out and the back, so like the back will go into a V2, and then I cut the sleeves off. Now, if I really wanted to like get fancy, I could like cut some slits in it, and like you know how there's like the cut up slits, and
Well, you do that.
I could do that, but I was just gonna help you guys because there's three people here and 3 t-shirts
and only one pair of scissors.
and only one pair of
I mean,
fucking
I have other
scissors.
pairs of scissors, but we have limited table.
Yeah. Well, you know, so I just figured we'd help each other out.
Well, hold on. Why don't you move yours?
So-
Because what I'm going to do now is
Mine's
I'm
in.
going to chop off my sleeve. I think. Yeah.
Not the whole sleeve, right? You're gonna do the whole sleeve?
No, but I'm going to do this.
That's like the whole sleeve.
Well, you'll see. Because here's the thing. When you're wearing a man's shirt, it doesn't hit me on the shoulders, right? So this is where the seam is right here. But that's not where my shoulder is. My shoulder's about here. So it's already hanging off like
So
that.
it'll be like
I
a
also
little
checked
capsule.
it. Correct. And then what I'm going to do is do one more tie here. I might have to do like a pin stitch. We'll see. And then because I don't feel like measuring. And that's the great thing about knits is you can get a little bit more give in like what you do because they're a little bit more forgiving.
See, she
So-
knows a lot about this.
I do. So I'm just marked it on the other side. And then I'm just going to gradually cut down from that mark.
I just eyeballed mine,
Yeah, same
so
here.
it's probably gonna be like.
Well, it'll be.
weird.
We'll have to do a photo after to see how that works.
What?
We're gonna do a photo in them after. She's like, "Oh, why you never told me that?"
Do I have to?
Yes.
All right.
Don't cut your fingers like I just about did. Okay, now I
Don't
think
cut
too.
your fingers.
Don't. That would be bad.
That was also a concern of mine when she said we were doing t-shirts. I'm like, somebody's gonna fucking chop off a phalange. It's gonna
Totally
happen.
would be me. Okay, now the other thing, although I don't want to damage my actual print, I am going to cut some slits leading up because I want to make it a little sexier effectively.
Peekaboo.
Yeah. So I'm effectively eyeballing where the center is, and I want to do one right below the seam. I don't want to do it on the seam because I don't want it to like cause a run and look really weird. And I think what I'm going to do is do it decreasing into a V. So I'm going to do one side first, flip it around, and then do the other side.
So complicated. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'll cut it. I don't fucking know.
This is where Heather's like,
This
this is not my jam.
This
No.
is why
Just
this
do
was
it.
her idea.
I like
She
stuff
actually
like
knows how to
this.
do all
Yeah,
this.
right.
Well, no, but also because like when I've gone shopping with Heather, she's liked stuff like this.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I mean? So it's very much Heather's style.
It's just, I'm not.
She's
the
not a
crafty
do-it-yourselfer.
one. Yeah.
Neither. I'm like, I will pay you to do this all day long.
I didn't realize I could get paid to do this.
Probably, honestly.
Oh yeah. Get paid.
Solomon!
So,
My dog likes to bark at the neighbors. Apparently the other
Oh.
dogs like to also bark.
And then Bean
Solomon.
tries to be tough too. And she's like, oh, there's somebody? I got your back, Saul. I got your back.
Now, the thing is
Okay,
that when
yeah.
you're doing this,
Wait for him to stop.
What you doing?
Solomon,
Saul,
come on.
come here, buddy.
Come on, do you want lovin's? Come on. Come get some lovin's. Come get some lovin's. Alright, go ahead.
now the thing about when you do this is you want to do like err on the side of caution because remember, you can always go back and cut more. You can't go back and remove the cuts, at least not easily. Now you'll also see like they're not the straightest cuts, whatever. Because you can
She's
pull them.
obviously not
It's
worried.
fine. No.
Going grunge.
Correct. Well, but also like it doesn't have to be because it's a knit fabric, and when you stretch it, it's gonna get like that. See how it like rolls onto itself?
Mhm.
So it doesn't really matter if it's perfectly straight. So don't spend
No.
your time worrying about that because it's not worth your time.
Yeah, because it won't be
No, it
like
doesn't
when
matter.
you cut out stuff like this. This is made to be a little bit more rock and roll and a little bit
I think so. And I think that
rougher.
makes it
It's
more
not meant to
fun.
look super like polished.
No.
You know, these are meant to look a little like I fucking cut my shirt up.
Do you
Like,
want
I
to start
fucking
with
did this?
Dorffskis?
All right. So what do
Can you do
wanna
the side like hers?
Yeah,
the
I did
side
approximately 3 inches up and down the side, an inch and a quarter apart. And just to be fair, somebody
No,
called my
she's
measuring
like-
into question. I'm gonna get a fucking measuring tape.
Well, you can't measure them now. You
I totally can't because I have the edges. Watch me, yo.
That's not the same.
Yes, it is.
Well, yeah, but you cut it, so it's shorter now.
It's not. Don't get shorter. Just unroll it. Watch.
Oh, she's saying how thick the things are.
Sorry.
Oh, I was going
an
the
inch
other way.
3/8. I'm sorry. I was 1/8 of an inch off.
I thought you meant like this way,
No.
the way you were
No,
cutting
it's
that way, because
approximately
that was
3
definitely
inches
not.
that way.
Oh, okay.
I love you.
Well, just
I
you do
thought,
it.
yeah.
You're
Well, you do it,
You're
bitch.
like expert.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I've never done this before.
But you're still
Well, yeah, but
expert
you're
at
still better
knowing
at
the.
this than me.
Why don't you go try mine on so we
Yeah.
can see if the fit is right?
Okay.
Because I'd rather know if I have to cut it more or less.
Well-
And the other thing is what you want to do when you do this, which I did before because, I'm smart like that. You really want to, separate the garment to make sure that it's not, attaching itself. Because these garments are knit in the round, as I say, which means they don't actually have a side seam. So they're knit in the round and then printed. So what you have to do is effectively find out where your side seam is. So you want to make sure that it's not attached to front and back. You know how t-shirts can be when you fold them? And then lay it flat to make sure that you're getting a natural, actual side seam. And you'll see a lot of the time, there's a little bit of curve to it, and that's fine. Because again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be close. I am now just making Heather's exactly as mine.
Because they're twinsies.
What can I say?
Right?
Twinsies.
So I'm cutting approximately 1.25 inches up and down the side seam,
Yeah.
approximately 3 inches deep, which is 6 inches total, because remember, it's a flattened garment. So it's 3 inches on the front, 3 inches on the back. This is a 2XL men's shirt.
Ooh, it's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one.
He's probably more scared of me than
I'm going to make you do some work, Heather.
Like one of those really
You're
big,
gonna
like
cut
dogs.
it and then tie 'em?
Or like a bear.
Into 2 knots you do?
Yep.
Tighter though? Like how tight?
You want to tie it as tight as you want without causing it to buckle. It's fine.
So I'm just cutting these
Yeah.
into strips and then tying.
Correct.
And I'm super lazy. And that was.
Well, I
that
definitely
was.
don't we want to cut more slits here because I don't want
Where?
here
On the arm.
or
Yeah, I just wanted you
Yeah.
to tie the other ones first.
Okay.
Yeah, so there
That's
wasn't
all.
too many.
Although
like
I
I
feel
need
like you
really
tied
short.
it so fucking tight.
I feel like
Yeah, that's not a
I
dress
now
now,
have
baby.
a shirt, not a dress.
Yeah,
You
that's
tied it
not
so
a dress
tight, hold on.
anymore.
Well,
I mean-
fuck, that's why I told you to do it. I don't know anything
well, no,
about
it'll
this.
stretch. There you go. That's all.
Yeah.
It's just
You just have to really just pull it.
see that look a little bit better.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
A little bit.
Well, let me
Maybe
try
a
it.
little bit. Try it
But
on.
you can wear it with leggings.
No,
Try
I
it
would
on.
like it to
Why
just,
don't you
well, I
swap
mean, I'll
that
probably
too?
wear it with leggings, but yeah.
So we have tried them on, and now we are making Dorff's into a tank, which is going to be a little bit different than mine, which is good because I can't have a complete copycat.
I was gonna say I think you should be exactly the same and be twinsies, but that's just
No.
my opinion.
We don't care about your opinion around here. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Weird.
Aw, Bean's like, Mom.
Now, what I did is I cut 3 more ties into the armhole for Heather because she wants it to be a tank, but a little bit less of a muscle tank. And then I marked on her shoulders when she had it on where her actual shoulder line was, because again, men's shirts, their shoulders are much lower on a woman than they are on a man. So that's going to hopefully be our guide. And then we're going to have her put it on again, and fingers crossed it fits. And if not, I've cut the fabric, so we're kind of fucked. Surprise.
We'll make it work.
We will.
Did you cut the ends off of certain ones though?
Not yet.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I haven't cut them off yet. I like to do that as again, because remember, once you cut it, you've cut it.
Yeah.
There's no adding
Yeah.
fabric back. So if you think that
I
it
like
might
them
not be
longer
right-
though.
I
That's
like
just
them
me, though.
longer intentionally, but I don't on the underarm. Because again,
Oh,
it's like
yeah, 'cause
yeah.
it's
So
like-
I like underarm to
It's
waist.
like,
I
it'll
tend to do
tickle you the whole
shorter.
night. It'll be
And
like,
can you just cut the
tickle,
slit?
tickle,
No. Can you just cut the slits?
Hang on, let me just
It'll be like, tickle, tickle, tickle.
Worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I also just hate things scraping. Like my underarms are really sensitive.
She also doesn't want it to tickle her all night.
Mm-hmm.
So these are our designs. Heather's going to graciously insert photo of each of us in our actual outfit. We are not experts. If you try this at home, there's a level of risk. It's up to you to manage that.
You may ruin your fucking shirt. That's what she's saying.
Worst case, but if you're not wearing it anyways, so what the hell matters?
Always practice with a shirt you don't care as much about, and
Or
then
just say,
if you're
fuck
really,
it, and go for it. And don't fuck it up. There is no try, there's only achieve. feel like that's a good ending.
Yes, it is. All right, guys. As always, remember to like, follow, comment, let us know if you've done this at home, and share.
And bonus points if you join our Patreon, where all the fucking cool kids go.
Yes, they
Where
do.
all the cool kids go.
They do.
All of them. Every single one of them.
Everyone.
Get signed swag, Google Hangouts, and a whole bunch more. Link in the description box below.
All right, guys.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for checking out Scream Queen Stream. We hope you loved it as much as we do.
If you want to see more of our videos, check out our YouTube page. And while you're there, how about you subscribe? You want to see more? Just tweet us. Find us on Facebook. Join in on the fun.
And most importantly, if you really want to join us on this crazy ride, check out our Patreon page and become a patron for amazing, awesome perks that we give out monthly.
As well as early access to all of our videos.
Free giveaways.
And a whole lot more fun shit.
So check it out.
We'll see you there.
Stay bloody.
You stole my tagline.
I did.
You're a horrible friend.